We talk about the second coming, the resurrection, but we also, with the resurrection, we should keep in mind what Peter tells us in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God. In other words, Peter is saying, look, you know there'll be a resurrection. You know there's a second coming. If you know that, how should that affect your present life? It's one thing to discuss the resurrection, who will come up, when, where, what, that, all that's fine. But you can do that in a disconnected way, and it has no effect on your personal life. Peter says, look, if you know this event is coming, shouldn't that affect your day-to-day life, the way you live, the priorities, what you spend your time doing? And I think we ought to take that thought. If there's a resurrection, is my life moving in the direction of participating in the first resurrection, which is the resurrection of the just? As I examine my life for the past 6 months, which direction am I moving, up or down? So we need, as we discuss the resurrection, or we come to the conclusion, am I ordering my life in harmony with the imminent return of Jesus Christ? Am I living in such a way that I realize there is something called the resurrection? And whether I participate in the first or the second is entirely up to the choices I make. And so let us not just make this an academic exercise, make a personal choice. Is my present lifestyle jeopardizing my chances of getting into the first resurrection or the second? And perhaps I did not say it the right way, but I think you understand what I'm saying. We must take a personal view, because someone listening to me can die tonight, God forbid. Personal response to this question and answer session. Does someone listening need to make a decision to be rebaptized? Does someone listening need to make a decision to stop working on the Sabbath? Does someone listening need to make a decision to start returning the tithe? Does someone listening to me need to make a decision to break up that romantic relationship that has disgraced God? What decision do you have to make, having heard what you heard about the resurrection that's coming? And I think that needs to be said, that needs to be considered. What is my personal response to this thing called the resurrection and the return of Christ?